Good. What the heck was that? Good morning. Let's go ahead and let's start a day. Because I don't know if that was a war. The world's kind of light or something else. Either way, let's have a good one. Good morning. It is Friday. It is August 22nd. And do you know what that means? Well, if you know our family, then you know one, it means it's pizza night. Yes. And two, I'm off from work and it's going to be a little date day. Hanging out with Tiffany, doing some fun stuff, and seeing what we get up to. So let's go ahead and let's have a good one. And let's just see where the day takes us. But before we do that, I did do some work on the desk last night, okay? Because as you guys remember, I was talking to you about the whole dock situation and about the Thunderbolt 405 dock. Well, I did figure out a solution. And it saves me about $400. Down to about $200 for a really cheap one. Let me show you. Take a look. Do you know what's missing? Okay, so what's actually missing is the Mac Mini that used to sit here. I went ahead, did away with the Mac Mini, realized I don't need it, okay? Because really, it's just an extra computer taking up space on the desk. So, I had those Type-C cables, and I'm running them directly to the laptop. And then that one there is just for power. Now here's the cool thing, is that on Mac, it'll intelligently charge it. So, meaning, it's not going to keep it only at 100%. It'll allow it to dip to 80% and maintain there. So that's good as well. But yeah, I love how this setup turned out. And now, I don't need a dock. And if you're wondering, hey Ryan, well, what if you want to go ahead and you want a speaker to use? Oh, I got you covered. First of all, Mac Mini does have speakers, so you can also connect up headphones, or you can go ahead and connect up to anything else, like even the HomePod right there. I am curious on something. Let's go ahead. Good dark morning. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Especially if I'm just reviewing something. Yeah, even I don't pay for YouTube Premium, so don't feel bad. A little bit of pasta salad and I'm good to go. See?
I got a little bit of spaghetti.
But let's say I want something a little bit more of a punch. Right into bedroom, HomePod. And now, it's coming out of the HomePod over here. But guys, let's go ahead. Let's get over to Wendy's and let's get our breakfast. Let's go ahead and let's get breakfast over here. Yeah, it's the only downside about Bluetooth is that there is a little bit of latency issue there, but yeah, not bad. Now, let's say I don't even want that one. I want to go ahead and I want something on the left of me. In that case, I can connect right over to my soundbar that we have right at the TV station. The point is that there are so much flexibility. And what I do like is that I am on one singular computer that does everything I need. It can go ahead and edit the movies I need, all the vlogs. It can go ahead and do all the website stuff that I need. It can do everything I want. And honestly, I love this setup. And truthfully, this is what I should have done as soon as I gave Tiffany my Mac Mini, the M4 series. Oh, and one more thing. Do you see these little Type-C cables here for the monitors? Well, if I want, what I can also do is go ahead and take one of them, pull it off, and yes, there is some slack to them, and go ahead and connect it up to my iPad Pro. And now on my iPad Pro, I have an external monitor too. That is quick and easy. There we go. Truthfully, I love how the desk looks and how streamlined everything is. It's just like what I wanted. And if you're wondering, you do know you do have two speakers, right? A left and a right here. Why aren't you using those with your Mac? Those are Type A. So what I would have to do is use a adapter to go from Type A to Type C. And honestly, I don't even use them except for like when I'm retro gaming. And it would be actually on this monitor here. For like the NES and yeah, the PS2 that I have up here. But yeah, I love how the setup looks. And honestly, it's awesome. So, let's go ahead. Let's get ready to get late to the bus stop. Because I imagine a cute girl is telling me I need to get going.
I just got a notice from the school's bus service that it's going to be 20 to 30 minutes late.
Great Scott, Marty!
I don't know how true it is since they also wanted to mark her absent when she was there, so I guess we'll find out.
What time is drop off? Well, drop off is like at 7:30, so.
Yeah. No, I mean, normally the bus picks her up about 6:30ish, so.
Like, it's up to you. I'm here.
That means it's probably going to be there around 7.
Look, I'm here. So if you want me to, yeah, for today, I can take her over.
No, I know that.
Baby, I don't mind.
Alright.
If I'm here
Might as well.
and there's an issue, I don't mind taking the kiddo over.
That's fine.
By the way, you look amazing, my little Adias girl. Mm-hmm. However, you are missing one thing. I know what my little Adias girl is missing. Mm. She is missing a McDonald's iced coffee. Mm. And, are you ready? Mm. A McDonald's oatmeal.
Now that sounds like a better option.
So, before, we used to eat McDonald's oatmeal like crazy.
Yeah.
Because honestly, it's pretty darn good.
I know it's kind of high in sugar, so it was more of a balance between that or something else.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think that we're going to go ahead and do that. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Besides, we're having pizza for dinner, so I want something a little decent.
Exactly. I ate enough junk food the last 2 days. I don't need any more. Mm. Although I have to admit, dinner yesterday wasn't junk food. That was good food.
Oh, God,
that was really good.
What?
Yeah, we have to leave.
Do we really?
Yeah, actually we do. Okay, I have my phone. Sunglasses are on my head.
All right, guys, let's go ahead. Let's get going, and let's go ahead and leave and get Lily over to school. And then we can go from there on what we are going to do today. Because I may What did you just drop? How? It was on the bed on purpose so that way that it wouldn't drop on the floor.
Here.
Hello, I am calling for Ryan Kurtz. We have an available job for you.
I
Press
told
1 to
you.
hear more about this
It
job.
sounds
To
like...
prevent further calls today, press...
Doesn't it sound like I'm one of those hitmen in one of those games?
Yeah, that is weird. All right,
But yeah, that is what I get every day for Kelly Education. Whenever there's an assignment that comes through. And you didn't check it. Guys, let's get going. Let's go ahead and have a great day. And who knows? Maybe we won't do McDonald's oatmeal. Maybe we'll do Tiffany oatmeal. So what that is it's really good. It's the original oatmeal. And then she sprinkles in the raw honey. And then sometimes, for her, she'll put like banana over it. It's so good. I don't know what I want more. McDonald's
Yeah, that sounds
or
good
Tiffany's
too.
Cafe.
I don't know. That sounds good too.
Oh, I do like your cafe. And you make the best coffee. You are the best, after
I
all.
don't need the sugary one from McDonald's anyway.
You're so amazing. Alright, guys, let's go ahead. Let's get going. And let's get Lil over to school. That is a cool stretch limousine. I love our neighbor. Such the coolest cars. Alright, Lily, I hope you have a great day, okay? Have fun. Wow, this takes me back to the old days of doing this.
Yes.
Alright, let's go ahead and let's go eat. We are actually at McDonald's next to my old work over at 7-Eleven. Wow, that was a long time ago. Now you're probably wondering, why in God's green earth did you go ahead and travel all the way down to 192 for a freaking McDonald's when you got one right next to you in Winter Garden Village and also one right on the highway? There's actually a good reason. It has to deal with US 27. So back in the day when my family first came down here, my nana was over in Claremont on my stepdad's side of the family. There was nothing on US 27, so we had to come all the way down here and would actually eat at this McDonald's here. And right where I am standing, there used to actually be a play place. Yes. All across here was a play place back in the day. Let's go have our oatmeal. And let's also get some coffee too. Because honestly, I am quite thirsty. Now this takes me back to the old days. – 2004. After Walmart, I came down here to 192, lived with Tiffany's family, and worked over here at this 7-Eleven. And here's the funny part. Okay? So back then, there was a guy I used to work with. I worked here 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. about 5-6 days a week. His name was Tony. He was a pretty interesting guy. And honestly, if you ever played Sonic Adventure 1, the cat that's in the game, the guy sounded just like. It was funny as heck. But every day that we would work here, him and I would stand right here, looking at the gas pumps, and telling ourselves that we would want to get out of here, and we would want to do something better with our lives. 10 p.m., 6 a.m. And man, did it suck like hell. It was one of the worst jobs I've ever held in my entire life. Probably even worse than lawn cutting. Yeah, because at least lawn cutting went by pretty quickly. This one here just took forever and a day. Okay, so you're probably wondering then, what the heck are you gonna do besides hang out at a 7-Eleven, which I always get confused with Circle K, mind you, and go to a McDonald's from your childhood and stand in a place that used to have a play place?
Wait, this is the one?
Yep.
Oh my god, we used to take our nieces to this one to
That
play at them.
right there.
I didn't recognize it.
Where I was standing exactly is the area where the play place was.
I didn't even recognize it.
Yep. God, it was that long ago for me. Well, mind you, there are a couple of Goodwills that are down here. And let's take a look here. Ooh, and they're open too. You know what? Let's go ahead and let's take a look. And we're gonna go over to them. And also, there is another YouTuber that lives over in Celebration and checks out the local thrift stores, and one of them was Hope Thrift. And when I saw his video, there was a large stack of media, like video games they had. They also had some movies. So I think we're also gonna check there as well and see what they have. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's have a fun day. And let's go check out a couple of thrift stores in the area. You alright?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that other thrift store that I keep coming across.
What, the one that looks like a trailer?
I don't think it fully looks like a trailer, but there is a lot of beds like in front of it and stuff inside of the building. It's some kind of non-profit thrift store. In fact, it's right across the street.
Well, we are not going there today.
Yeah.
We have quite a bit of other stuff to do. So let's go ahead and let's get going. Just think, here we are at the end of 535, and this is where it actually meets at 192. And it actually basically begins right in our neck of the woods. Let's keep going. We still got another 20 minutes nearly. Alright, here we are. Goodwill retail store over here in Kissimmee. So yes, this is a super, super tiny one compared to where we are over in Winter Garden. And honestly, it's one of the more interesting developments because it definitely gives that older 1990s vibe. Right?
Got a little fountain and garden in front of it.
It really does.
It does.
But yeah, let's go in, let's take a look, and let's see if we can find anything worthwhile. After all, we did travel a little bit. Just a little.
Yeah.
And to think, she didn't want to go to Lakeland today for the antique store up there. So we came an hour and 40 minutes over here.
I wasn't expecting you to just go to a shittier version.
Just because the water is green.
Wow.
No, really. Okay, let's just get in. Let's do this. Alright, that is one giant spider. And look, I see 4 witches. 1, 2, 3. And there's the 4th. Hey, sweetie. And take a look at that. A nice little pole setup, too. Oh, take a look. It's Tiffany and I. Alright, this is interesting. It's an actual Canon calculator, but it also does printing of it. That's cool.
San Francisco.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they do have some DVDs and some VHS and music CDs. They do not have video games, but they do have quite a bit of vinyl to go through. I'm gonna skip out on that for right now. Okay, so this Goodwill here was definitely a strikeout. One of the worst ones actually I've ever walked into, to be quite frank.
Yeah.
Granted, the prices were well below. I mean, well below ours. But at the same time, the quality of the drop-offs was also well below ours too. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start to head back toward 545 side, and we're going to go over to Hope Thrift next. There is another Goodwill out here, but you got to go around Michigan Avenue and stuff like that to get to it. And we're not going to deal with that today because we don't want to be too far from Lil. Right? We're already far enough in Tiffany's mind mentally. She don't want to be any further. So, let's go ahead and let's just get going, and hopefully Hope Thrift has some good stuff. You ready? I love you. Cutest face ever.
Ooh, big storms. Oh God. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
I couldn't.
Oh. Those aren't big storms.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, this is definitely the interesting, fun part of 192. This is the area outside of the Disney area, outside of Celebration. This is where, yeah, you may not want to venture off into as much. But this is also where the Social Security building is for Kissimmee as well. So if you have a Social Security need, this is the side of town where you would go for it. Hey, let's go ahead and park and just walk around.
I'm good.
And, better yet, over there leads you to downtown historic district for Kissimmee.
That might be more interesting than you think.
Oh, so we should go walk around there?
No, I'm good. We'll do it later.
Do you just want to get out of here? Is that what you're
Yes.
trying to tell me?
Downtown districts of places are actually pretty cool to look at.
And how many Rosses have we passed along our way coming?
4.
And how many Denny's?
I want to say about 4.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I lost count.
Yeah, I did actually. I was counting a bunch of stores on the way over here.
Oh, this has been actually a lot of fun. Because this cute girl didn't want to go to the Lakeland Antique Store with me.
So he drives all over the effing place.
Fun. See, guys, this is what it'd be like being married to me. So much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, I think here was the whole thing, okay? I just wanted to go ahead and just get out and just clear my head from both substituting and from security detail, from all that stuff, and just try to just think about something of a potential future. my gosh. Guys, we can buy a citrus tree.
Cool.
Is that $27 and change?
Dang, that's actually cheap.
For one?
Yeah.
Really? That's cheap?
Or 2 for 50, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh gosh. For a freaking citrus plant, I think that actually isn't a bad deal. It's pretty typical.
Huh.
Ooh, lucky.
Okay. Credit where due. That's some good looking food right there. But sadly, we have this on the horizon, so we need to get going. But yeah, here we are, Hope Thrift. And this is our storm. And this is just on 192 at the Orlando Arena. But you are not in Orlando. Let's go in, let's take a look and see what they got. Okay, forgetting about the no restroom out of order. Okay, this is actually really, really awesome. Check this out here. For the homeless, okay? Food and clothes will be given out from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. only, Monday to Friday only. Thank you, Hope family. Yes, you do need to leave your large bags and backpacks behind the counter while shopping. A thrift store that actually gives back to the homeless. That is freaking awesome as heck. Regardless, we're gonna buy something today to go ahead and start giving back to this store here today. Let's go find something cool in there. Check that dresser out. That is freaking awesome. I don't know which one I love more. The vertical one over on the right or the horizontal one on the left. Oh, that armoire does look awesome.
If I could. That is gorgeous.
Okay, so I will be completely honest with you. This place is a lot bigger than what I anticipated walking in. I thought it was just gonna be a small, like, half size.
Isn't that Disney's? Wait, this is Disney's set.
You know what? That is. That's a resort dresser. And it says it comes with a mini fridge. Holy smokes.
Oh, this is nice.
And look at that. Please contact front desk for assistance. Yeah, this is Disney.
Look at this. This whole set is $125. You gotta be kidding me.
That is not bad at all. And we deliver too.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so freaking cool. Look at this, right? Come here.
Where the heck would we put this?
Oh, I would love this for Lily's room.
Samuel Son contract. Yeah, so whatever resort. I don't know which resort this one came from, but look, you even have the resort nightstands as well.
Oh my god, I love this.
That is pretty cool.
I couldn't get this upstairs even if I wanted to.
No, oh my god. I couldn't imagine what the heck we would have to do with this. Maybe put the TV there and convert the bottom into like a game station setup. I'll put in like a shelf system in here.
No.
And then use the drawers for the actual games.
Yes. I love these nightstands. On the top of that, they have chargers.
Okay, that's actually a pretty cool idea for this thing. Now, the question is, does this come out? Oh, sweet. Look at that. It actually comes all the way out. That is awesome. And I imagine it's like a 32-inch LG maybe. So yeah, you could put your own 32 in. I wouldn't recommend like a 42, but if it's thin enough on the bezels, yeah, you could get away with it.
Oh, if I had a place for it, oh
Hey.
my god, I would have done this in a heartbeat and had it sent over.
What the? What's
I know,
that?
I know.
That's used
I
mattresses.
wish I could send ours over here.
Ours is like brand new.
Yeah. I like this tool. That's cool.
Whoa, look at that Vizio TV.
This is
That is freaking awesome. You don't see a white Vizio often at all. But yeah, they got some freaking cool TVs in there too from the older era. Like back when they first started making these LCDs. think I found Tiffany's new favorite place.
I did, yes, very much. Oh, wow.
Still regret the
There's so
whole
much to
side
look
trip
at,
down
yeah,
there.
Exactly.
Oh, lightning has been detected within 5 miles,
The
babe.
worst part is now we don't even have that much time. That's freaking nice. $100 bucks, I can't imagine. This is one of the beds from a Disney.
I wonder if this is like
New Orleans, maybe?
quite possibly, or Riverside actually.
Yeah, maybe.
$400. And you get the headboard, you get a mattress, you get a platform, and you get a dresser, nightstand, and ottoman, it looks like. Holy crap, all that for $400. You get all of this that you see in this shot.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow,
for
you could
$400.
decorate your own house. Just from here.
Yeah, that's pretty
Stuff
cool.
Actually came from Disney. That's definitely.
Oh my god, you gotta come here real quick. Do you remember when these first came out in the early 2000s?
Oh, little lights.
Yeah, but it was that style where they actually had that translucent pink look.
Yeah.
And green and blue. That's like way back when Lily was born. Yeah, honestly, I am happy that we came over here. Just seeing that girl happy makes it all worthwhile.
We got some more furniture over here from
She is so amazing. I'm glad that we did come. Hey, sweetie.
This one I really like.
We should have just strapped our mattress to the roof and came down here.
I know.
Alright, so I did find they do have DVD and some Blu-ray sprinkled in. I haven't found any games yet, though. I'm still on the lookout.
Like stuff like this.
Oh, that is awesome looking.
Oh, it's only
How much?
$4.99.
You know what?
That's what it shows.
Let's go ahead and let's grab one.
Yeah.
Alright, so what I originally wanted them to do was to overcharge my card, so that way they could go ahead and keep the rest of the donation, but they can't do that because it's a debit card. So we're going to do plan B. We did find something for like $5, but we're going to do something else too. Hang on. It is like a torrential hurricane out there.
It does look like it. I don't want to. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so on top of the buying of the item, we went ahead and also did a little $20 donation in there, which was really cool because honestly, what they do, I really support.
Yeah, they got a lot of nice stuff in there.
It's less like a thrift store, and it feels more like a flea market in there.
It does. But it's not bad. It's
No.
like a mix of both.
Exactly. And not to mention, the workers in there are freaking awesome as heck too, and really cool.
Yeah.
Overall,
this is crazy.
it was a great time in there. But we gotta get butts moving. There's other stuff that I want to accomplish before the end of the day, so let's get going. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with all of this.
I don't.
But yes, that is Old Town, and we are just now able to pass it. And Old Town is home to a artifact of the bygone era as well.
Yeah.
So, what is it home to?
Black market mineral.
No, well, yes, but no.
It's art history.
I was gonna say something even more impressive.
What?
Shoney's.
Yeah, no. I can't believe they have a
It
Shoney's.
is home to one of the last Shoney's in the area.
In fact, I think all of Florida, pretty much.
Quite possibly.
Probably.
I don't know of really any other Shoney's around.
I don't know either.
But yeah, guys, so let's go ahead and let's get home. Go ahead and change out into some nice warm clothes for a bit. And then we'll go ahead and change in some jeans to get low. And we'll just have some time where we can just have some quality time together.
Yeah, because it looks like the weather's not going to cooperate today.
No. But you know what will? Kissing those cute little lips of yours. Let's get going. And let's have a safe drive back home as well. Ready?
Yeah, this area does have some pretty nice restaurants, though. I've seen quite a few back this way.
So you want to stay out here and explore more? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Or did you want to go back home and be on your comfortable bed?
Yeah, I kind of want to be a Lily.
Hold on to your iPad for a bit and go through it while I kiss on your cute little head. Does that sound nicer?
Yeah.
There we go. And that's when she's happy. She's off in her own little world right now. Don't mind her. As we watch the others of Tiffany in her natural, well, non-natural habitat.
Yeah, their celebration. That's actually how close we are to. Is it Old Town? Actually, Old Town is now home to Fun Spot. I just saw that over there.
Oh.
Yeah. I didn't realize that they were so close
I guess
together.
they're leasing some land over there.
I guess so. East side.
Well, life is not so simple being with me, is it?
No.
You see, I had this voice inside my head. It's a great, big, beautiful world on the edge of tomorrow. And Uncle Orville kept telling me in my head, you should try Skyline chili. And I was driving back now, and I was thinking to myself, you know, a nice little bowl of chili would just warm the soul right about now on this miserable, cold, wet feeling that I'm in. And it's like, you know what? Tiffany, we're gonna go to Skyline Chili. And just say screw it. And she's like, you know, we don't have much time.
Yeah, we really don't.
And I'm like, but you know what? That's okay. You know why? Because we're actually on 545 and 545 straight home. So actually, we don't even have to worry. We're not going actually out of the way at all. So it actually works out perfectly. And in fact, where we're going right now is toward, like we're heading toward the house area. So actually, we're doing pretty good. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try Skyline Chili for the first time ever.
I know. I've never had it at all my whole life.
We have never, here's the two main places we have never tried. Skyline Chili and Jollibee.
Yeah.
Those are the two places.
Jollibee just opened around Orlando somewhere. I don't think there is another location anywhere else.
I don't know, but
It has been open for a while though.
But those are the two that we have never tried, and they're, I'd say, moderately popular. But yeah, we're gonna go try some chili. You ready?
Yeah.
Alright, so right next to Firehouse Subs here, across from all the Target stuff over there, is our Skyline Chili. This is our first time ever coming here. So here's what we need. We need a good bowl of chili, and we also need a good signature drink. Something that just screams, this is Skyline. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's find a bowl of chili. Okay. Ooh, they got burritos?
I guess so.
Interesting.
Not what we're looking for though.
Nope. This is not what I was expecting, were you?
Oh, really? I don't understand it too much.
Like, we're gonna need somebody to explain it to us.
Maybe it's this.
Alright, so here's a cool thing. They got like little sample thing here. So we're gonna go ahead and try a sample of Skyline Chili.
That's very hot.
That's not hot.
What?
No, I mean temperature-wise.
To be. Much more bitter than I thought.
It's definitely interesting. You know what? I'm gonna need here. Sure.
Look at a small bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's small. I don't mind it. It's just.
All right. Let's go ahead and let's do it. You ready? Okay.
Two. Yeah, that's work.
You ready? Wow.
Soft. It's actually good.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's really good. That's big.
That is bigger.
Regular
than
size.
stuff.
I think monsoon outside.
You want to try some more?
Yeah.
That's why I put some back on your plate.
I'm pleasantly surprised.
Seriously, being in there was like being in the waiting place in the Dr. Seuss book. The songs were like so mellow, dramatic. It was like, can't you put a little bit of upbeat on? Come
It was
on.
definitely very sorry. I can't even say it.
Sorry and sappy. We'll go with that. It was.
It was very depressing music.
Yes.
But it wasn't that horrible.
And then you look out and you see a bleak freaking dark sky with rain.
And puddle.
But the good part was is that the food was good. Now, did we eat all of that big bowl, plate of chili?
Yeah.
No. No, we did not. Did we throw it away? Heck no. It is actually right there in the bag.
Surprisingly, their tea is really good though.
Yeah, which I'm ticked off with you about.
Yeah.
Because you decided to drink some before I could try it with you.
That's for today. Carrying me all over the place.
You know what?
We just got even. Shut the door.
The day's not over.
Okay.
Lilli gets in a car. I drive said car.
Funny. Shut the door.
Don't say another word. No, it's not anything bad, okay? It was actually a 90s song. Just look it up, just Google. Alright, kids that are watching this, don't worry. Alright, let's get back up to the highway and let's get low. You ready?
Yeah.
Alright guys, so now that we are home, we've relaxed a little bit, it is time to go ahead and get Lilli from the bus stop. It has been a long day. Let's go ahead, let's get going. Alright, let's go ahead and let's get going. Hey little buddy. Yeah, you wanted to run away. Okay. Alright, so I got our order in for dinner. 14 minutes. $23.62. Not too bad. We'll go ahead and start getting ready to head out. It's been a long day. Alright, let's go ahead and let's go get dinner. It's getting pretty late. I'm kind of hungry. Best Burger, gone. Subway, gone. And actually, this Subway was one of the opening stores of this entire plaza as well. But we're not here for Subway. We are here for Pizza Hut. Let's go ahead and let's get our dinner. But yeah, everything is gone. That's just remarkable. Yeah, I wanted VIP status somewhere, but I didn't know it'd be a Pizza Hut. Okay, we got our dinner. Now it's time to go home in the rain.
I'm gonna pick it. Pick it.
Say
Yeah.
bye.
Pocket pick it. No, pick it.
That's not the key.
Yes, it is. Will you stop? I can't even say it right.
Pickpocket?
Yes. Pickpocket.
Say hi. Hi. Oh.
All right.
I need more sleep.
Sure. Or coffee.
I need something.
Don't ask the audience because they'll give you some ideas. You just won't like them. Should we go to Miami tomorrow? You're right. Daytona Beach it is. I'm joking. Don't worry. We're not going there. I have no clue what we're doing tomorrow. But what I do know is Sunday, we're going to take a nice little trip over to Magic Kingdom and have a little family Disney day. Lily, you want to go to Magic Kingdom on Sunday?
Yeah.
Do you want to eat lunch over at the Polynesian Beach Resort?
Yeah.
Do you want me to annoy you? Gotcha. There's a 50-50 chance of that. But yeah, so let's go ahead. Let's get home, and at least you know what we are doing Sunday. We don't even know what we're doing Saturday. But we'll figure that one out. Right?
Yep.
Okay. But you and I will talk later about some upcoming stuff and how I'm going to structure different things. Don't worry, nothing about the channel is changing. It's just going to be a little bit more interesting on my daily life and what I want to accomplish and everything. And not in 20 years be right where I am like I was 20 years ago at that gas station, looking out and going, I want to get better than this. That's the whole point of that trip earlier. Let's get going home. Alright guys, it is now 6:51. And here's the deal. I've been putting off something of talking to you guys. Okay? Originally this morning when I got up, I wanted to go over to Lakeland Antique Mall. Well, antique store. It's not really a mall size anymore, but that's beside the point. And whenever I do a long drive like that on back roads and such, it gives me time to clear my mind and think of different things and also ponder on where I'm at currently in life. And then, unfortunately, we went ahead and we didn't get to. Tiffany really insisted that we don't go over to Lakeland today. Mostly because she didn't want to be that far out. I know, we went to Kissimmee instead and she was cool with that, but that's, again, I don't understand and I don't question things. I just go with the flow. But here's the deal, okay? We went to the gas station earlier in the video. That gas station actually holds a lot of memories because it was a reboot point in my life, okay? Basically, after high school, I moved out of my parents' place for a while because me and the stepdad were having a lot of issues at the time. So I went down to 192, okay? At that point, I had to find a job. And I did. It was working at that gas station from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. the next day. And I hated that job more than anything. And Tony, the guy I worked with, hated it too. And we would stand there outside when we would have no customers at all. And we would just talk about how we wanted to change. We wanted to do something different. And we wanted to better and improve ourselves. So I did. Left the gas station. Came back up to the highway. Rebooted my life. Went to work for McDonald's. I became a fry cook in the back and also did some register duty on drive-thru. But at that point, I still wasn't happy. And I kept thinking to myself, really, why aren't I happy? So I left there and I went and I worked over at Disney World. I did attractions. And after that, then I went into Caribbean Beach Resort. And then unfortunately, I was let go from there and replaced by 2 college kids. Don't even get me started on that because that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day about the politics for working for Disney. But we're not going to get into that. So we fast forward, okay? After that, my license gets suspended. I'm married. I got a kiddo. And I reboot my life. And I'm working over at Big Lots. I'm working over at Captain D's, a little seafood, fast food restaurant. And then later, I also go to work for a man named David over at the West Oaks Mall, who also owned a cookie store. Great American Cookie. They had a few locations like Augusta, Georgia, and a bunch of others. But this was all in my younger years, like in my early 20s. Well, anyway, after a lot of all this happened, okay, I got tired of wanting more and trying more, okay? So I went ahead and I went and applied for college. Did Ashford University 4 years, came out, went back in for another couple, got a master's degree after the bachelor's. And I was saying, man, I am doing killer good. I am going to be able to go ahead and get a banker position. I'm going to be able to pass my Series 7 exam. But in order to do that, you have to be in and sponsored by a financial institution in order to take it. And I was saying, yeah, I got this. Went to all the banks. Hey, do you speak Spanish? No. All right. We'll keep your resume on file, sir. Thank you and have a great day. The doors were shut in quicker than anything else I can imagine. As quick as I walked into some, I walked out. And I imagine my resume was probably thrown in the shredder shortly after. So at that point, feeling discouraged, I went to go ahead and work at Target, where I also started studying computers as well, just for fun, because it was a passion that I loved growing up. And that led me to wanting more money. And when I was at Target and I was getting ready to leave, everybody was asking me, hey, what are you doing? Where are you going? well, I'm going to be working at a car dealership selling cars. And everybody was like, what? Really? Yeah, it was pretty frowned upon and looked down upon. I thought it was the best thing in the world. And Mr. Davis and Jason Tuchinski, who gave me an opportunity to work at my dealership that I was at, which I'm forever grateful for, it got me into quite a bit of moving up there from sales. And then, unfortunately, when the dealership was sold, it put me into a technical advisor position where I was helping customers learn about their vehicle. And I was getting a nice flat pay and bonuses. And I could also go ahead and have pretty decent hours, not working late shift and stuff like that. And I thought it was great. Well, then we started getting an influx in new computers coming in. And what happened was dealer IT, the outside vendor, couldn't always get a man on the ground over at our dealership. Because Frank S., the dealer IT field rep, he was constantly busy with everything else and running around. So trying to get him over to our dealership consistently was not feasible. So what happened is I moved up and I assumed the role of IT manager / Ford technical services manager. Okay? And what that meant is I was the IT manager for the dealership, but I was also the Ford technical services manager. And my job was, when you bought a Ford vehicle, that your Ford Pass better be activated and confirmed before you left that lot. And if it wasn't, I had to go chase you down, whether it was at your house after we talked on the phone and I set up an appointment, or even sometimes your work location. Hey, can you meet me at my work at 2 o'clock and I'll be on my break? Great. And I would come to your work. We would do it in the parking lot quick. Bam, done. Sometimes we could. Sometimes we had further tech issues and it had to go to service. And then they would take over. Other times also, let's just say a customer bought a brand new vehicle. They didn't know what they were doing. I still helped them, including setting up their phone and doing all the good stuff. And what that allowed for is the salesman to go ahead and go right back out onto the lot and get another customer and go and help them. And I thought this was really freaking cool. But as IT manager, I was in charge of deploying computers, doing simple repairs, including replacing motherboards, replacing parts. On the laptops for service, I even replaced LCD screens. In the parts department, I even built, I think it was like 6 computers, custom done. And the reason why we did custom on that was because it was more efficient and cheaper at the time. Until the CFO got involved and she was like, hey, did you ever factor in how much your hourly wage is? And I was like, no. And she was like, yeah, you may want to. I was like, crap. Yep, crap. Because crap, I did not. And though it was cheaper on paper until you added in my wages, then it was like, man, we should just order these from Dell or something. Then after a while, we started also go ahead and doing other upgrades to units. We had some that were like 7, 8 generation and even 6th generation computer towers. Really good condition, functioned well, and we just buy a $30 solid state drive for it, slap it in, bam, you got a great new computer working. So that worked out really well, and I loved being IT manager for the dealership. However, then my dealership got sold because originally the new owners were just going to go ahead and buy the Kia, Then they ended up buying mine, and then I was pushed out because they had their own outside vendor. So after that, I floated around and I landed up at a company called Servo Data. And Martin, the owner, really nice guy, but he had a problem. He wanted to be the all hat guy when it came to IT for his clients. He wanted to do the wiring. He wanted to go ahead and do the Microsoft user basis. He wanted to do the networking, all of that. I thought it was pretty cool, except for one problem. If you only have 2 people on your team and you're not deploying yourself in a proper manner, then you're going to have issues. And sure enough, I was brought in to go ahead and do networking for him. And also social media. Okay? And he taught me about Ubiquity. I can't even pronounce it right now. But yeah, I'm forever grateful for him for his time too. Until the end when he accused me of trying to steal his money. And what happened is, at the end of the time, okay, we were paid twice. Once was our regular hours, and once was an advancement toward half of the other hours, because he only wanted to pay like once a month to save on processing. Well, what happened is, after we separated, he went ahead and his bank accidentally released another round of funds to me. Funds that I was not earned on. So I should have never gotten. And he calls me up and he's like, hey, I need you to send the money back to me by Zelle. Well, here was the problem. Before he even called, okay, mind you, I got up at like 8, 9 o'clock that morning, saw the bank deposit in my bank, and I was like, that's not supposed to be there. So I called my bank and I was like, hey, I need you to reverse the deposit. And they're like, okay, cool, done. So he goes ahead and he calls me and tells me, hey, I need you to send me a by Zelle. Well, I told him, no, I can't, because I had the bank dispute the deposit and send it back over to you. And he's like, well, you better be telling the truth, or I'm going to call the police on you for theft. And it's like, okay, that's fine. Never heard from the man again. So, who knows? Hopefully, he understood that really not everybody's out to steal from you. And some people, they want...
Mac OS contains a built-in screen reader called VoiceOver. If you...
Some people want to keep their dignity intact even more than $1,000. Well, after that, I called up my friend who is a supervisor over at Dealer IT and really high up with Spectrio as well, which owned them at the time. And I'm like, look, I really need a job badly. You know my skills. You know I'm reliable. You know everything about me. You know all of my history. We've been working together for quite a bit. And he's like, all right, cool. Let me go ahead and get with you. So this man took the time to help me format my resume, teach me interview skills that I didn't know, and got me ready to go ahead and do their stuff for them, to get in with Spectrio and by extension, Dealer IT. And when I tell you, this was freaking amazing. It was the greatest life-changing experience ever, because it was a complete remote work from home IT job. And here's what I did. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay, and I always had Sunday off, but I also had a float-in day in the week off. And I worked Saturday because I wanted to help the rest of the crew, and I wasn't doing much at the time. So I was like, you know what, guys, I'll take every Saturday. No, I didn't get you any extra pay, but still, it was like, okay. And yeah, I was the on-call person for Saturday, and then throughout the rest of the week, I was also working normal. Well, I loved it. I got to go ahead and I learned Autodesk. I got to go ahead and learn the new Reynolds platform and quite a lot of other stuff. And then also from a friend named Ryan Rodriguez, I learned more about Meraki. I learned more about documentation of all your ticketing. And I got to go ahead and have an amazing experience. And meet some really interesting, cool people, because what we did is, let's say you were a dealership. You would have your user call us, your worker, and we would do everything computer related for them that they could need. Setting up their credentials, log into the computer, their email. Also, we help them with getting into the DMC as well, DMS, and that's the dealer management system. We also helped on CRM. So we did a lot of stuff for people. And then we had a networking infrastructure team, and they did all the stuff on the networking side, making sure VPNs worked, making sure that firewalls were in place good. And it was awesome getting to learn a lot from them, especially when we had VPN issues. That was really cool. And then come January of this year, I went ahead and I took a day off. I went to Universal with Tiffany, and that's actually when I started the whole daily vlog. And it was actually started off on a spawn-off channel called Our Micro Family Daily, and then later I just merged them back together because I was like, you know what? I'm not going to have two separate families. So we should just have one family. Came back the next day. I checked my work email. Disabled, 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 disabled. And I was like, you know what? Maybe it was just an old email. And then they re-enabled my stuff. So I try to log in. And sure enough, I'm disabled on everything. And that was the heart-wrenching moment that I realized I'm about to be let go. So I got in touch through the proper channels with a manager, because JC, my supervisor and friend, he'd already left a while ago. And I was like, Ryan, just calm down, don't worry, and just sit tight for a minute. And they're gonna get somebody to talk with you. And that's when I told Tiff, hey, I'm being let go. After that, then everything unfolded as you know it. I went to Uber Eats, DoorDash. I did that small company as well, working for them. I tried to do one of my own, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, that's not exactly working. So I started pondering about when I was with DLRT, the best part about it was helping people learn. So I thought, all right, I'm going to become a substitute teacher and a regular teacher. Awesome. Found out through the DOE, Department of Education, that I need to take a subject mastery exams for stuff that I want to do. Cool. Got with Kelly Education. And I was like, all right, awesome. And then I hit the wall. My head banged harder against that sucker than you could possibly imagine, because that was the day that I learned about a stage level 2, mind you. Sorry. Level 2 background check. And how that I would have to undergo a thorough background before doing teaching like that. Which I kind of expected, but I was like, how much freaking longer? Because here I am trying to figure all this out. So then I go ahead and I apply for Universal one night because I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try something here because something is better than nothing. Sure enough, Universal gives me a call back, says, hey, we would like to interview you. That's done through email. I set that up. I go through their interview. I get accepted. And then this is the moment of my life where I call being stupid. I dropped out of the program. Instead of actually completing the day one and going through the process, although maybe it's better I didn't go through my day one because then I would have had to wait a year, I believe, to reapply. Well, anyway, then finally, Kelly Education comes back and they're like, hey, good news, you're approved, you can start. It's like, great. Because, yeah, now I really need it. So then I got in a day with Kelly. I just freaking loved the teaching part. It was so much fun. And then summer came, and then I finally was able to reapply with Universal. I was like emailing them constantly, telling them, hey, look, I want to work with you guys. I'm going to do everything possible. And then I got the final email I was waiting for. We'd like to interview you. Great. Went in, talked with them, did the talent development. Also went ahead and did the other side as well. And then they offered me resorts this time instead of theme park. And I was like, you know what? It's awesome. I'm happy with that. So at that point, okay, mind you, I was thinking to myself, this is awesome. This is great. Okay. And I still do think that, okay? Don't get me wrong. Okay? I think that this is an amazing opportunity. But what started to happen is then I started to doubt myself on these assessments and these memorizations because facts, figures, computers, I can memorize till anything. And then the 10 codes and signal codes and stuff and policies. So then I was thinking, okay, the assessment is going to come up. I know I'm not going to do great on 10 codes. I'm not going to do good on signal, but I know policy. I know military time. And I know how to explain step by step of what you need to do with someone. That I can do. All right. Awesome. Except if you don't pass the signal code and 10 code after 3 tries, then they have 2 options. Move you to another department, or you can be let go. Well, I didn't want that to happen. So the other day, when I was with the trainer, when I was with the guy, Braxton, okay, because there were so many trainers, but Braxton Page, when I was with him, okay, the guy hammered this crap right into my head. And I mean, like, from the time I got in the afternoon until the evening, to like 6 o'clock, 6:30, he was hammering me like crazy on this stuff, along with the partner that I was with. And sure enough, I really surprised myself. Yeah, I got 91% on policy, on written, and on diagram. I also got hundreds. And in signal code, I got 100%. And yeah, on 10 code, I didn't do as great as I wanted. But at the same time, I passed with an 83%, which is like a B. So I was like, okay, I can accept a B. And that right there gave me a boost of confidence. And then today, I woke up and I was thinking to myself, what exactly do I really want to do in another few years? Where do I actually want to be? So it brought me to this point that I'm at right now, and what my next true, authentic, and reasonable plan is. So what my plan is next, okay, is I'm going to be keeping my job with Universal, mind you, okay? And I'm going to be substitute teaching on any, how should I put it, weekdays that I'm off, okay? Because substitute teaching, really, you're just relaxing with the students, you're educating them, and you're in AC. Unless the AC breaks, then that's a whole nother level. But while I'm doing that, okay, I'm going to be doing something else too. I'm going to be educating myself. In a way, I'm going to be self-imposing schooling on myself. Okay? And it's going to be on different levels. I'm going to have, first of all, my primary level. That is going to be something called the CompTIA A+ certification. It's something I haven't done. And the reason why is because honestly it's expensive and I have real world experience with computers. But whether it's inside a Universal or wherever, a lot of places are looking for that certification as a baseline. And then add on with experience of computers and repair and diagnostics. So that's the base level. Then the secondary level, mind you, okay, is going to be studying and doing my DOE certification for world history. Okay? Well, they call it KD 6 through 12 social studies. It's called officially. But that's what the second level is going to be after I pass the CompTIA exam. Okay? And the reason why is because if I want to move up inside Universal into IT and having that under my belt as a baseline, and then I can build on that with individual computer certifications like Google and Apple and stuff, that will help me further. Now, next on my list, okay, after the DOE certification is going to be the fun one, where I'm just going to be studying when it comes to my drone license. Because I gotta have a hobby, I gotta have something that's fun. And flying drones is fun. And when I had one ages ago, it was pretty cool and I enjoyed it. But then the rules got stricter and then they put a lot of that stuff on it about needing a license in order to actually put it onto the YouTube channel. So I was like, you know what? It's cool. I'm not even going to bother. But now I want to do something that I can enjoy myself too. And that's where that comes in. But here's my roadmap, okay? Imagine that you are right now on an interstate, okay? I'm tired of getting off on these little side exits and hoping that something could lead me down the proper path. I'm 40 years old. I'm in a part-time job right now. And I want to make more money. And also, I want to have more meaning to what I do. And yes, security detail work, that is amazing because you also are the first line of defense from bad things getting into the park that could hurt people. That is the first thing that comes to my mind. That working at that area in the City Walk Hub, my goal, my job is basically to protect the family that just came through, of preventing a weapon or something from getting through. That is the job I do. And whether it's there, whether it's the resorts, whatever it is, that's the job of a screener. And it's an amazing job with a lot of responsibility, mind you. But at the same time, is security a passion of mine? And that's the thing. It's honestly not really. But it's something that gets me in the door. And what gets my foot in the door, my left foot, is security. Now, reminded of a movie from the 80s called Secret to My Success, or Secret of My Success by Michael J. Fox. He started out in the mailroom and then moved up from there. But his uncle, who got him into the mailroom, said, "Your foot is in the door. What happens next is up to you." Well, the manager who interviewed me for security the second time round, non-verbally, basically said the same thing. "Hey, your foot's in the door now. What you do with it now is up to you." Now that's the thing with Universal. You can do almost anything. Really, you can move up to a manager over a merchandise. You can move to a manager on the security side. Or you can go into IT. You can do a number of things. And that's awesome. And at the end of the road, I'm going to have a choice to make. Because this is what I know I want. Okay? My authentic goal to myself, okay, is to A, restore myself to an IT department making professional money, or taking my IT experience and all of my knowledge that I've accumulated over the years and going into actual teaching at a high school level, whether it be a business class or whether it be social studies, one of those two. And if a kid comes up and says, "Hey, look, I'm having an issue with my computer," then I can still help them. Or, don't take this the wrong way, but a kid that is like Tiffany, who is not computer literate when it comes to a conventional laptop, then I can help that child understand how to better use that device. And there you go. But I've decided fully with my heart, and after contemplating on it all day, I'm not going to be sitting around for another 20 years going, "Yeah, I'm going to do something." No. I'm just going to do it. And that's the thing. I'm tired of waiting around and hoping something changes. I'm tired of going to bed at night with the thought on my mind of I need to do better to provide. Instead, I have to get rid of that notion in my mind and actually do something to make that happen. Otherwise, it can't ever happen, and I'm just going to be in a loop. And like I said earlier, I'm not 20 years old. Starting out, I'm 40 years old. And gosh golly, I am not gonna waste my time and my energy at all. So here's what's gonna happen. And I figured out financially, because I'm gonna tell you right now, tests are not cheap. CompTIA A Plus is $275 per core that you need to take, and there are 2 cores. Okay? I am going to be working Universal as much as I can to go ahead and pay for the bills, to pay for everything else needed. Then I'm going to be working my substitute job. My substitute job, all the money I earn from that is going to be paying for my credentials, my certifications. So that way I can go ahead and start taking these. Because right now, I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to bullcrap anybody. Because really, why bother? Because I'm not doing myself any good if I do. My previous job, about $60,000 a year, okay? About $4,000 I was making plus every month, okay? Let's just say a week I was making about $1,000. At this job alone, I'll probably be making about half of that. So that means that you gotta work twice as hard to make up for the pay. Which motivates me to just do as better as I can. So that way that when 90 days comes up with Universal, I can go ahead and if there's an IT position open, or I can make a friend that's a contact that can say, hey, you know, we don't officially have a position open, but I got to know you pretty well, and hey, I think you'd be a great asset on our team with all your knowledge and skills and your motivation. There you go. Because really, that's how you get into jobs. It's by who you know and how you communicate with them. That's what gets you into a job nowadays. Not knocking on the front door of every business and hoping. But yeah, that is where I am at right now. And along the journey, you're going to get to see it in the daily vlog. You're going to get to see the end result too. Because truthfully, like I've said before, if I can share my journey with you, and you can go, man, that guy's an idiot for making a mistake. I wouldn't do that. Well, hopefully if that mistake comes up in your own life and you can avoid it, I hope you do. I really do. Learn from my mistakes. Do better than what I did. Doesn't matter if you're 16 years old or 64 years old. Doesn't matter. Learn from my mistakes. Use them to your advantage. And do better than what I did. Because that I implore you to do. God, I'm getting exhausted from everything today. Because really, I've been just racking my brain all day trying to figure everything out. And then what I ended up doing was I found out my next schedule for Universal, and I put that onto a shared calendar on the iCloud. So it's shared between Tiffany and I. And I labeled it Universal Work. Well, then I also created another calendar called OCPS Substitute Work. So now whenever I get a job there, I can go ahead and put it on the shared calendar. And now she knows all my schedule all the time. But I also created another one called Our Microfamily Filming. So for specialty filming location videos that we're going to do, she would know in advance. Like if I tell her, hey, we're going to go to Daytona tomorrow just to walk around, I can go ahead, pull up the calendar, and create the Daytona trip. And then I put that onto the Our Microfamily Filmin. And there we go. Now it says about the trip. And now she's going to go crazy and going to ask me, really, Ryan? I'll say, no, I'm just messing with you. I'm not going back up there right now. But that's a communication tool we have. Then I have my MacBook Pro I use for editing. I have another one here as well that I also use to 2020 model. I'm going to be using that as my studying laptop. All my studying stuff is going to be stored on there. And there we go. Now I have my fun stuff and I have my school stuff. And even when I'm done with my CompTIA A+ certification, like I said, I can still get other certs as well, as they're called. Sorry, I'm not used to being exhausted like this, and I don't even know why I am. I don't know, maybe it's the treat that we had earlier, the cinnamon roll. Hopefully I'm not having a glucose crash. But guys, I'm going to tell you now, what also motivates me besides Tiffany, it's you guys too. Even my one person who watches just to dislike every video. Thanks. For all of you that watch because you enjoy them, but don't want to comment and stuff, that's okay too. Thank you as well. We genuinely appreciate it. And for those of you that do comment, do like and stuff, and give me constructive criticism as well, thank you as well. And also the members as well, definitely appreciate you as well. It's just an amazing family that we have grown here, and I'm very thankful for it. And with that, I hope you guys have a good night, and thank you so much for everything. And I will see you tomorrow, because I'm getting some sleep tonight. I get another match of Call of Duty again. I don't know, but I am going to get some coffee. That is for sure. Good night, everyone. And again, thank you for everything, genuinely from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate it. I couldn't have asked for anything better. An amazing loving wife, a great child, and an amazing family out there of you guys. It really is something special that we have here. And that's why you're not a subscriber, you're a family member. And with that, have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow, wherever the day takes us. Good night. Good. What the heck was that? Good morning. Let's go ahead and let's start a day, because I don't know if that was a war. The world's kind of light or something else. Either way, let's have a good one. And now I know she turned off the light, but still. That flash, I have no idea. That was just weird.
Maybe it was a meteor.
I don't know, but that was weird. Let's start our good day. An interesting one. Maybe. We'll see.
But I know we won't give this up. Sometimes I lose my mind, and some days it's hard to find the reason why you stay by my side.